Greetings and welcome to another excellent World of Tanks video. What's new Tuesday? So, I'm showing you the Era 2 Cold War Bradley. It's not technically new, it was new last week, but it looked like it would be a good tank to use in the opening shot. The thing that was funny this morning when I went to the store and checked out what was new, it was missing. So it was very bizarre. I thought, well, why would you make a tank, have it in the store for a week, and then have it missing the next Tuesday? It was a glitch of some kind, I don't know. But I looked in the tech tree, and this tank is a black box, so you can't buy it from the premium tech tree. And then I did some stuff, and I came back, I don't know, an hour later maybe, and it was back. So it's all back in the store now, which is all fine. So the mystery of the missing Bradley is not necessarily solved, but at least it's no longer missing. So I just want to throw that in there, and that's why this picture is here, because there was a brief time for a couple hours, several probably, since the update. Could have been maybe 4 or 5 hours that was missing. I don't know the exact timeline of that. It was just something I noticed. But I was working on other things like War Heroes, Legends, Commanders. And I was making a couple of videos, which you'll see, today. And just give you a little bit of the story background of what happened. What was really new. Because I think that was kind of new. So we're going to look at the store and see what's new. There's some things in there that are kind of interesting and cool. Other things that are things that I would recommend you not buy. But that's a different story. So before we go to the store, please leave a like for this video. It'll help spread the word. Please consider subscribing if you haven't subscribed. Daily notifications are free, and I make an average of 2 or more videos per day. So now, that being said, let's mosey along over to the store, shall we? Actually, I'm in the store. I'm in the Cold War department of the store. This is where it was missing, because there was no Bradley Ultimate, no Bradley Loaded, no base unit Bradley. If you're going to buy it, buy the 9600. Because the other ones just charge you gold for stuff you're going to pay silver for, and I never pay gold for silver items. So this one was in the first slot position, top left. But now that the Bradley is back, that solves the problem. They also offer this 63HG. Now this is hilarious. When I read the description, this is what makes this ironically hilarious. An upgraded version of the Type 63I amphibious light tank, which also doesn't float. The Type 63HG was produced during the 1990s. Improvements over the Type 63I included a 105mm rifled gun in place of the 85mm gun, and a reconfigured hull to improve its seafaring capabilities. But this tank does not float, sir. I'm just letting you know. If it looks like a boat, and it, is supposed to be a boat, but sinks, what do you call it? The Titanic? Oh, wait a second. Ocean Gate? Oh, well, it's a bad joke. Anyway, I couldn't resist. Anyway, it's ironically hilarious. Now, I use this Type 63I for a lot of the work I did on my Tusk contract. It does not float, and neither does this pile. So if you buy this tank, it doesn't float. So I'm just telling you, if you think this is going to float because it tells you it had increased seafaring capabilities, you're sadly mistaken, sir. So that's kind of humorous. And these are the same things that were there last week. Good items, but I'm not buying 40% off garbage. That's just a helpful hint. Don't waste your time. If it ain't 50% off or brand new, like maybe this Bradley, which I would buy this Bradley, but I have so many great Era 2 tanks, I don't need it. I got a 4211. I got an Armadillo. I got an Ignis. I've got a Scorpion 90, which is another Tech Tree tank. I got the 4AD. I already have too many Era 2 great tanks. So, realistically, yeah, I don't need it. So, unless I get a gift, I ain't getting a Bradley. Just that simple. I don't need it. I mean, it looks awesome, but whatever. Resolutions Caliban. I don't need another Tier 8 sniper tank. So, I mean, it's cool. Sorry, Tier 8 heavy tank. I don't need another one of those either. Autoloader, fantastic. But I have plenty of Tier 8 heavy tanks that I don't need and don't really play very much anyway, so scram. 30% off, next. No thanks, not interested. Couldn't care about a Chieftain prototype. I have a Vipera. I need to make the, what do you call it, the review video. I just haven't got around to it. More Chieftain, that I don't need. That Viper is a good tank, though. Hey, look, here's a G-Sword for 35% off. Next. Here's a, Tiger 217. I already have this, but I ain't paying 35% off. That's a toughie because you get a commander, which I don't have. It's really annoying. So, more Caliban that I don't care about. Now, this is interesting, and I might get this. This is Eastern Sixes. And really what this is, I already have the T-34-88, so I'd get a refund for this tank. I do not have the Wojtek Panther. Sort of decent. I have a Wojtek 3D, but, you couldn't go wrong by getting a second one. So that's good. I think the total after a refund would probably be $3,000 to maybe $3,300 for the two items. But this 50% off business is very interesting. So, it's really something I'm considering. This is a 2-pack with the Trinity and the Turtle. Turtle's decent. I have the Trinity. I got it from a season. I really would not recommend buying this to get the Trinity. The Trinity is not a really good tank. It's okay. It is slower than dirt. Now, the number one thing that Trinity is good for is that it's classified as a medium tank, but it plays like a sniper tank. So, if you're a really good sniper guy, well, then the Trinity might be of some value to you because you can score sniper kills. It's got a nasty long barrel. But they'll credit it as medium kills for operations and contracts. So it's one of those tanks that I wouldn't pay anything for it. That's just me. And even 50% off is like, not really. It's just not good. It's slower than dirt. I mean, it's an okay tank, but it's a tier 8, means you're going to fight 9s and 10s. That's not good. Okay, so another one now, especially for newer players, players who don't have as much experience and or gold. This O Canada is pretty good. Ram 2 solid tank, I have it. I'm sorry, that's the Sherman Grizzly. That's the Ram 2. Fast firing. So these are good, like tier 5, options. Especially if you don't have any tier 5 premium tanks, you could get two solid tier 5s for dirt cheap. So if this describes you looking for some tier 5 premium tanks that are fun to play, these are good ones. Aggressive flanking. CS52LIS. That's Polish. T44-100. That's it's okay, I guess. I'm not interested in either one of these. I like to steer away from generic tier 8 premiums. And the reason is they're going to fight 9s and 10s. If you're going to get a tier 8, you need to get something that's really cool. Something like, I'm just saying, for example, something that means something like a Tiger tank. Or something more special like a King Dragon. Or a Halvenhund. Those are commander experience bonus tanks. Or the Vengeance, same story. So, autoloaders, the Vipers, Italian snipers at tier 8, that's special. So trying to get something special. Don't get this generic tier 8, because it's like, yeah, so what? All right. Now, this is a monster. Let's go to this one first, actually, the Wits End. Wits End. I don't like this 40% business, but this is actually not bad. I have the Boilermaker. Fish said he prefers the Boilermaker over the Thunderbolt. But if they're a Sherman guy, these are cool. Plus you get a Radley Walters Commander. And if you're aware of this, the Radley Walters medal is obtained when you kill 8 or more guys in a tier 5 match. Ekans has a medal, and I don't remember what his medal is. I can't remember. So, I don't know. But anyway, this is a decent one. Now, this is the Big Daddy. A blast from the past. What this does, this is a 4-pack. I'd have never bought a 4-pack. But it has tanks. I have 2 of them for sure. Tiger 217, fantastic. G-Sor I don't have. But it is an autoloader. And it's a 4-shot autoloader tank destroyer. Which is pretty darn good. So this is a special. This is what I would consider a special tier 8. Okay, the G-Sor. So this is worth owning because it's special. It's a 4-shot autoloader that you're getting in a bundle for half price. That becomes special. All right. That is the Easy 8 Thunderbolt, which is basically a tier 6 Easy 8 Sherman with extra armor added to it, which jacks it up on defense. Like I said, Fish says he prefers the Boilermaker over this one. Probably due to matchups. I don't know specifically. I'm just, passing along what he said. But it looks cool as heck. The Thunderbolt is kind of a butt kicker, tier 7. Then also you get the Boilermaker, which I have. So I could buy this, and I would get refunds for the Boilermaker, and I'd get refund for the Tiger 217. The Tiger 217 is a terrific tier 6 heavy tank. Absolutely terrific. Like I said, I know what the G-Sor does, and it's very good. Very good for a tier 8. Thunderbolt 7, I've seen it. It's pretty darn good for a tier 7. Boilermaker, very good for tier 6. So the advantage here is that you're going to get half price offers on all of these tanks, which is not bad, especially when your only other option on getting that GSOR, which is the hardest one of these tanks to get. The other tanks, they have had several offers for each of them. So essentially, the number one thing in this package is the GSOR Tier 8. If you don't have a Tier 8 autoloader sniper, the GSOR is awesome. Now, like I said, I already have two of these tanks, so it's like, it's going to be about, I'd say for me, this package would probably run around 9,000 gold. Because I think the Tiger 217 and the Sherman Firefly is going to be about 4,000 in refund. So it's like, it's not bad. I don't really need any of these, though. That's kind of the problem. The GSOR would be interesting, though, because it's an autoloader. Plus, you get the 4 commanders. The Ekans, the Hobart, the Autocarius. He's the most interesting to me. Now, objectively, one of the things I could do also is go back here, and I didn't mention these down here at the very bottom, which is Percy's GSOR for 6,900. I don't need that. The only thing I don't have in this Tiger tank bundle is the Autocarius Commander. So it's like, well, it is cool to a degree to have a German officer commander. I'm like, so if I bought this, what would happen is that I would be buying this. Well, I can't buy this because I tested it right here. You're going to give me the tank and money in silver? I'm like, no, not doing it. You give me gold. That's why I'm not doing it. I checked it already. Most of the time, let's go find one where we have another option like this. Well, let's go with the Eastern Sixes. Eastern Sixes, I'm considering this one, and it says I will get my tank refund for the 3488 in gold. So this dude, like I said, is probably going to run me about the price of a regular 3D Commander, which is about 3,300 after refund. If I get the Wojtek Panzer and the duplicate Wojtek. And the Wojtek Commander is awesome because he's a bear that growls whenever like his thing reloads. So Wojtek is an awesome commander to have. If you don't have him, he really is fantastic. So it's like, I would like to have a Wojtek Panzer. Problem is, if you have it without the Wojtek, and I have Wojtek in my own stash, but he's in my TANK tank because it looks like a circus tank, and he's a circus bear. So if I had a second Wojtek to put in the Wojtek Panzer, that's what I would do, and that would be fantastic. That's why I'm interested in buying this package, because of that alone. Now, well, we've got all this covered. You've seen all the stuff. Now, skin for the Viper, Canada Day Cosmetics. Hey, if you're Canadian, congratulations, eh? So here we go. Now, this is another interesting idea. Very useful. ×4 commander bonus and ×3 vehicle bonus. 10 of each for 850. This is a very good one. I don't have a lot of ×3s left, and I'm going to need some of those ×3s for my Russian artillery, so I'm going to buy some of those for sure. In fact, really, there's no better time. Let's just buy one right now just to show you. This is how we do it. Now, I can send this as a gift to somebody if I needed to. But I'm going to take this one for myself. I might buy another or maybe even 2 more just because I am working on Russian artillery. The last of the Tech Tree tanks that I'm working on. I'm on tier 8 and I'm going to get that tier 10 Russian artillery. You can bank on it. All right. Here's a huge mistake. Never pay gold for something you can buy with silver. So, enhanced repair, no. Enhanced med, no. Enhanced rations, no. Enhanced fire suppressors, no. Now, those are great items if you want to send someone a gift. Those are great items to send to somebody. But other than that, no. 50, no, 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 no. There you go. Huge mistakes. All of those, unless you're sending a gift to someone, which is then it's a great idea. Don't ever buy these boosters for anything other than 50% off. Trust me on this one. I don't have any times 6 commanders. Those are literally 171 a piece if you buy them individually. Here with 20% off, no. 50% off or don't talk to me. Talk to the hand. Same thing. 25 times 2 silver, no. Now you can't buy times 2 silver boosts individually. You have to buy them in a package. So if you're stuck and you have to buy them, you'd probably want to buy the 20% off. But, dude, $74.80 is the price of an entire tank. So just think about it for a second. That doesn't even sound like a good idea when I put it that way, does it? No, it doesn't. Don't buy them. Don't pay gold for silver. No. Jackpot? No. Parking pass? No. Don't buy those parking passes. Those are dumb. These are just here to take your gold from you because you're not paying attention. And that's the whole point of having gold and silver, is to let you buy stuff without paying attention. This is the Starbucks mentality. The reason Starbucks is in business is because the idiots use cards to pay for $8 coffee. Okay, so you'll never see someone shelling out actual cash for coffee at a Starbucks. Because you're like, what? I don't think so, Tim. Again, pocket change? No. 50 times 5 vehicle. I don't pay 20%. When they sell these for 100, 100 of these, they sell them 100. And I think these dudes are what? This is 20% off. So instead of 10 grand, it's like, when they're 50% off for 100, it's like 10 grand. You might want to do it then, but again, that's a whole tank, man. What are you thinking? Just play the game. If you need boosters to get through, expensive boosters, times 2 and times 3, you can pick those up for reasonable prices. Okay, that's fine. But this times 5 business is getting ridiculous. Okay. But if you need times 5s, wait till there's 100 of them and pay 10 grand for 100 instead of 8 grand for 50. So, no. Don't buy any of these things. The only thing you should buy to the right of these Foxtrot Tango whiskey and other stuff, the only thing you should buy there is this one. Times 4 commander and times 3 experience tank experience boosters. Everything else, no good-o. Absolute no good. Download content. No thanks. Now, Tank of the Month is good. I don't care for British tanks in general, so I'm not interested in that tank. But the rest of this stuff, fantastic if you like that, but not happening for me. Premium? Yeah, I don't buy premium. I get it from contracts. Convert resources when necessary. It's useful. Hey, I didn't check to see if they had tanks for free experience. They probably don't, but let me double check it. All right, let's check. I don't buy straight gold. If I'm ever going to buy straight gold, I'll just gamble my way here and cards and get tank prizes. That's what I would do. Now, let's look and see if... I'm sure tanks for free experience is gone. But heck, I don't know this to be a fact. I'm going to look through here and see what's left. Actually, it would have been a lot easier to do this in Cold War because there were less tanks to look at in general. But doesn't look like there's any available. So just I don't know why the resources are there to get, to give you the chance to, buy free experience when there's nothing to buy, with the free experience. Usually the resources are on sale when there's a tank you could pick up or some other items, whatever. Don't use free experience. I'll explain this to you again. Let me get to the thing. Now I'm looking. I don't see anything. There should be a handful of these guys. If there were any, there'd be a handful of those. And the answer is negative. All right, let's go back to the store. Let me show you these convert resources. So this is, convert resources, dummy. There we go. Let's look here. Convert to free experience. I don't know why. So right now what it's doing is allowing you to get 37 free experience for 1 gold. All right. So 1,000 gold would get you 37,000 free experience. Now, you could use your free experience, and I'll show you. All right, let's in fact go to Russian artillery number 8. Just what I have right here. All right, I'll show it to you. Here, we're going to go to the upgrade section. Now, I need 104,000 to get the 9. The stupidest thing I could do would be to buy my way there unless this was a garbage tank. It's not garbage, it's actually good. So the trap is for you to say, well, if you bought with the conversion resources of 37 to 1, 3,000 gold would get me 90 plus 21 to be 111,000. So I could pay 3,000 gold to unlock that 212A. But no, not happening. I have this tier 8 artillery to run in assistance with people who are using tier 8 contracts. So there you go. I have a job for this tank at tier 8. I don't need to bypass it. I don't want to throw away 3,000 gold just to get the next tank. If you're going to do that, I don't even know why you're playing this game. Do your business, take care of business, and play the game. If you're not playing the game, you're cheating yourself. So that's just my personal opinion of free experience, because free experience, you build it up over time and you get free tanks. The trap is to use it to bypass get a new item, a gun, a suspension, or a module, or just bypass it to get the next tank. Hey man, if that's what floats your boat, go ahead. But no, I don't do that. You'll appreciate it more when you go through the whole business. All right? And I'll show you, for example, artillery. All right. Premium. Got this on a bargain deal, half price. Basically 5,000 gold. Great deal. Tier 9 American artillery, earned it the old-fashioned way. Great Tier 10 American artillery, I earned it the old-fashioned way. Got this on a half-price bargain, about $9.50 gold, at the recommendation of Wrong Way. Very good tank. That was French Artillery 5. French Artillery 10 auto loader, earned it the old-fashioned way. My Tier 8 Soviet artillery, I earned it the old-fashioned way. Now, I did have a bunch of leftover bonus, like operation rewards and things of that nature, ×2 and ×3 vehicle boosters. I didn't like the Tier 7, so I used Tier 2s and 3s to get out of the Tier 7. It was terrible. The 8 was better. Now, I didn't like the 7, but I wasn't using the highest HE round with the largest diameter of the splash. So that might be why I hated the 7, but I hated the 7. Just like in the American artillery, I loved the American 7 artillery, but I did not like the American 8. So, yeah, whatever. So that basically covers it. I don't free experience my way for passing through tanks, and I don't want to buy and waste boosters. Now, you get them free ones, okay, fine. So right now, I am using a bunch of, I have a whole stash of, there we go. Well, I got 10 left anyway. So 10 left on the ×2 boosters, which I've been using on this 8, which isn't bad. But I don't want to go berserk. In fact, I need to probably turn those off. Save those for the 9. You never know. I don't know what the 9 is going to be like. I'll assume it's good, but you never know. I don't really need to worry about it. I've got it down to like 100 and change. Not a problem. So, free experience is valuable. Hoard it until you get a chance to get a free experience tank. And when you do, you'll be thrilled, because I got a lot of great tanks for free experience over the years, or the last year anyway, that they're fantastic because I literally paid nothing. I just played the game and boom, I got it for free. Got a Vanguard for free experience. Total jackpot. Absolutely fantastic. So that's just one example. So we've covered all this store business. And yes, that's all good. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully this helps you make decisions or gives you ideas about decisions to be made over the week. So please leave a like for this video. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed, because remember, subscription is free and you get free notifications of my new videos. Tell your friends so they have a chance to like, and maybe they'll subscribe too. Who knows? So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys later.